I love you, baby.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my first ever video on this YouTube channel. For you guys today, I'll have the match preview of Austin FC's 2024 season home opener against Minnesota United. Just quickly before we kick off this video, I'd like to ask you guys to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you guys enjoyed today's video, they would really appreciate it and it would mean a lot to me. And don't worry before you think this is just some random person online. I'll be doing a small introduction, a little about me at the end. But first, we need to cover this match, which is really important as we need to start the season off strong and on the right foot. The kickoff time for tomorrow's match will be 7:30 Central Time, 5:30 Pacific Standard, and 8:30 Eastern in Austin, Texas at Q2 Stadium. To get us started, we'll be looking at Minnesota. Based off their preseason results, they only won one of their 4 preseason matches, which was against USL side Phoenix Rising. So not too strong from them. They honestly underperformed for what I've heard in their preseason, and looking at their season 2023, they also underperformed massively. They seem to be a playoff team with a bunch of injuries, which kind of sounds like us last season, but like I said, that's what I heard from their end. And during their offseason, they seem to have their biggest move really was just sacking their manager, Adrian Heath. And just a couple days ago, they replaced him with new manager, Eric Ramsey. Teemu Pukki ended his 2023 MLS season scoring 10 goals and providing 1 assist in a little over 1,000 minutes of gameplay, which translates to roughly 11 games last season. And he did finish the season off strong with 4 goals against LA Galaxy. So, like I said, he'll definitely be, I think, the main man, the key player for them to watch out for tomorrow. As well as their number 10, Reynoso, who also underperformed last season, and their new center back signing of Victor Eriksson. I'd also like to give a quick shout out to I-80 Sports channel on YouTube and the Designated Pundits podcast on YouTube for some of these statistics and information of Minnesota United. I'll make sure to link them in the description and on my Twitter. Now, moving on to our boys in Verde. We had a decent preseason, I think. I feel like we did see a lot from our new signings already in Diego Rubio and Jader O'Brien. I think they both hit the ground running. They both scored 3 goals each, respectively, alongside ATX FC2 player and star Valentin Noel. And a big boost that we have to start off this season is, besides Cascante and Komanic, we look like we're 100% ready to go, like in terms of the whole team. So it'll be interesting to see how Wolf lines up. You know, we could see our strongest quote-unquote 11 from last season, 2023, start the same this game. But I have a different prediction. My starting 11 prediction is similar to what I saw by We Are Austin TV on Instagram and on Twitter. Shout out to those guys, man. They've done amazing work covering Austin FC over the course of the last couple years. And, I mean, most of you guys already know that, but I'll make sure to also link them in the description on Twitter and all that good stuff. I think Wolf will stick with his formation from last season and what we saw in preseason, which is like a 4-2-1-3 or a 4-3-3-4, depending on how you see it. If you play FIFA, you know, all of that. But I think in between the sticks, of course, it has to be Stuver. It has to be Stu as our undisputed number 1. Although, who knows how long he'll be undisputed with the arrival of Steven Cleveland. And, of course, man, we'll miss Damian Loss, but like I said, I think Cleveland will definitely push Stuver more than he ever has. And I don't know how much that'll affect either one of them, but I think definitely Stuver will still be our number 1 for the season. In the back line, starting on the left, I'd like to see Bureau start, but I think it'll definitely take Josh Wolf longer to, you know, get him to start and, you know, get him some more minutes. I could see him coming off the bench since Komanic, I don't think, will be 100% to play all 90. I mean, he's fresh off his cruciate ligament injury in April of last year, so we'll see how that goes. On the right, I think definitely Johnny Gallagher will start. I think he'll play all 90. We'll see if he can replicate his form from the start of last season when he went on to become our top goal scorer for, what was it, a couple match weeks with 6 goals. We'll definitely love to see that again. And just a special shout out to Chick Toure from Austin FC 2. I think he played great in preseason as well, and I'd love to see him get some more minutes. I don't think that will happen this match week, but, there's always minutes throughout the season. I think he'll definitely get some more. I also just want to quickly say I'll try and make like a season preview / prediction at some point. I just really wanted to get this video out to you guys, and also for myself, just to, have this ready before the home opener tomorrow. I'll be attending that as well. I'll be somewhere in the sports section, maybe section 102, 103, 101. We'll see what time I get there, but yeah, I'll be there with you guys. In the center of defense, I think we'll see the center back pairing of Väisänen and Cascante. Although if Julio isn't 100%, which has been reported, I can see Hedges or even Ring deployed instead. Our defense wasn't great last season, which is a bit of an understatement, and it didn't look any more, impressive during preseason, but hopefully this game can be a turning point for the team. Moving on to midfield, I think Owen Wolff and Danny Pereira will start. We saw a good bit of both of them during preseason, and I think it would be nice to see the two of them continue their partnership in the team. We did see a little bit of that last season where they both started. I remember that game against Real Salt Lake where they both played amazing. I could see Ring step in for either one of them in the starting 11. Most likely, if he did, it would be over Owen Wolff, which honestly I'd be okay with. I just think Ring, for this game at least, he'll be off the bench. And I also want to give another special shout out real quick just to Valentin Noel from the second team. We'll definitely need to see him more from the first team. I think he's made that jump to the first team. And he also, along Rubio, was our top scorer in preseason with 3 goals. So we'll definitely need to see more of him. Our third and definitely most important player / midfielder, of course, if you want to consider him that, or forward, is Sebastian Driussi as the number 10, our number 10. Although he had a bit of an offseason by his own standards and success from the 2022 season, he still continues to be our key and most important player. We all know what he can be capable of on his day, and honestly, I think tomorrow he'll start cooking for sure. I think we'll see a bit of that brilliance, that moment of magic that we'll need, and we'll see tomorrow for sure. An attack and to round off our team, I'd honestly love to see our front line of Obrian, Rubio, and Finley, but knowing Wolff and how this team will go, I think most likely it'll be Rigoni, Zardes, and Finley. The latter 3 were Wolff's choice, and at some point last season, his only option at the front of the team. I think we'll definitely see Obrian and Rubio at some point tomorrow off the bench. It'll definitely be Zardes, I think, and Co. They'll have to have their shooting boots on. They'll have to score. Although, to be fair to Ghiazzi, he did score twice in preseason, so there's a bit more sharpness, it seems like, hopefully, that we'll see tomorrow. I'm pumped, man. I'm really excited to be back at Q2 Stadium tomorrow. Guys, it's been a couple months. This offseason always brings out the worst of us and this and that, But tomorrow, we'll all be under the violet crown at Q2 Stadium singing with our brothers and sisters. And I just hope we start off the season strong, man. I hope we get on the right foot and we end the night with 3 points. I'm not that big on predictions, but if I did have to get my own, and I will for this match, I think we'll win 2-1 on the night. I think Driussi will score in the first half, maybe a Pookie equalizer early in the second half, and then let's say Obrian off the bench in the second half to score a winner. If you guys made it this far and to the end, I'd like to thank you guys so much for, listening and watching to this video to a complete stranger. So just to give you guys some rapid fire, info about me. I'm 23 years old. My name on this channel and, on socials originates from my love for Barcelona. Hence the Som Hi, which means come on or let's go in Catalan. And of course, Austin FC, that's my team right there. It's the love of my life. I love this club. Also, I have 2 dogs, one of which is named Tifo. And, if you guys know anything about Tifos, there may or may not be one tomorrow. Spoiler, not spoiler alert. But yeah. And lastly, I do not currently live in Austin. I haven't lived in Austin for about 4 or 5 years now, but I did grow up there and I did live there for 15 years. So there's that. But yeah, I hope to get to know you guys and you guys get to know me a little better throughout the season, in the future, near future. I definitely like to have a match review for you guys post this game. And like I said, I'll be attending this match, so I'll try and get some photos, videos, from my point of view and all that good stuff. I'll try and get that out for you guys maybe tomorrow, or not tomorrow, sorry, the day after the match, or, sometime in the near future for sure. I want this channel to be just a space on YouTube and, on other socials for all of us to be able to, talk and, discuss things on the matter, all things Austin FC. But again, thank you guys so much. If you made it this far, if you're still listening, watching, all that good stuff, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Somhi, Austin.